On the northwest tip of Beirut, overlooking the Mediterranean, sits the 73-acre campus of the American University of Beirut. AUB, as it's known here, is probably the most celebrated university in the Arab world. It's private, with graduate and undergraduate programs, and an endowment of more than $400 million.
And you can do extra credit.
Despite its name, the school serves 7,000 mostly Lebanese students. But prime ministers, scientists, and intellectuals from across the region have also graduated from AUB. Rami Khouri is the Palestinian-Jordanian director of the university's Institute for Public Policy. He says AUB is a model for American relations in the Arab world.
It's just a tremendous living example of the best of what happens when the U.S. and the Arab Islamic world meet in a spirit of equality, service, respect, and tolerance. This is as good as it gets.
The university was founded by American missionaries to spread Christianity in the region. Founder Daniel Bliss wrote home to his wife in Amherst in 1873 that the school will shape by its power all the Orient. 142 years later, AUB has done that and moved away from Bliss's vision of bringing Protestantism to this part of the Middle East. Peter Dorman is the president of AUB. He's also the great-great-grandson of AUB's first president, Daniel Bliss.
Our chapel is now called an assembly hall, and we no longer have services on campus. So it really has moved into a more secular realm.
AUB's longtime philosophy of a secular, tolerant outlook begs the question: how much have prominent Arab graduates through the generations really been able to change in their home countries?
The fact that AUB graduates come from these countries and go back to them and sometimes get high positions in the government doesn't mean that they can turn around the whole power structure.
These students are taking on the power structure, at least in Lebanon. This is the secular club, and like AUB's 40 other student clubs, it gets a space for meeting and an allowance for events.
I think it's the only solution for Lebanon.
The members believe that Lebanon's system of dividing political power on the basis of religion is the cause of instability here. In Lebanon, for example, the president, by law, has to be Christian, and the prime minister a Sunni Muslim. It's a divisive system based on religious quotas, and these students want to change it.
I believe that I'm Lebanese before being a Shiite.
The idea of an Islamic State is becoming more popular in Lebanon. A lot of Islamic groups are emerging, they are recruiting a lot of people. So this makes our work harder, but nothing is impossible.
The students credit AUB's inclusive, democratic atmosphere as giving equal weight to all political views. Unlike outside the university walls, they say, AUB students make their points with words and debate, not with violence.
AUB allows us to say whatever we want, allows freedom of thought and all this.
I can assure you that once we've left the university, secularism will go with us as the people who we are, as we treat other people, as we try...
As our children, actually.
Exactly. Yeah, so it is not something that's just temporarily. We're trying to spread the word here. But
student activism isn't new to AUB. At the turn of the 20th century, the university was the intellectual center of the Arab world and an incubator for the Arab nationalist movements. Later, in the 1970s, leftist, pro-Palestinian, and other student groups fought it out on campus, with students kidnapping each other to make a political point. AUB and Lebanon have witnessed a Syrian invasion, Israeli invasions, and a 15-year civil war.
During the Civil War, actually, mid-1970s, I used to hold classes when missiles were zooming over our classes. I used to, when I used to leave my home, I have to contact my wife to assure her that I had arrived safely at the university. I'm not kidding, I'm serious.
Nabil Dajani says that policy differences with the United States haven't affected the Lebanese commitment to preserve and protect AUB. Peter Dorman explains.
It is no longer viewed as an American university or representing American foreign interests abroad, which it is not. It is a place where we uphold the highest ideals of liberal education.
It's the place that Daniel Bliss deliberately kept out of politics as the Ottoman Empire ruled over Lebanon in the 19th century. The university has remained apolitical, even in this overly politicized region, or perhaps because of it. I'm Kristen Gillespie, reporting for Worldfocus from Beirut, Lebanon.